Hey guys, how's it going? Joshua, not just your average Joe here, coming at you guys with another yo-yo review. Alright, so today we'll be reviewing the Yoyofficer Kilter 2. It's right here. Now the Kilter 2 is from Yoyofficer, obviously. And Yoyofficer is a European company, so not a lot of people know about them. Not a lot of people go to their products because there's not the biggest reputation here in America. Like a lot of companies that manufacture in a foreign area. And that's not to say that their yo-yos aren't good. That's just to say that because we live in America, we're not as close to a lot of the other cultures and stuff of yo-yoing that a lot of people in other countries have access to. Now in Europe, they have a great reputation. They a lot of people, if you went over to I think it's Krakow or something like that. That's the capital. They would definitely know Yoyofficer. But, as I said before, because we're here in America, a lot of people don't know about them, so they kind of stray away from a lot of their products. Well, before we get into the specs and stuff, the first thing I want to mention about this yo-yo is that it's $30. Now, for this quality of a yo-yo, and for its, from where it comes from, and for the amount of quality that it is, $30 is actually pretty good. Now, if you're a beginner, or if you don't yo-yo at all, you may think, oh, $30 for a yo-yo, that's a lot. But actually, in the grand scale of everything, $30 for a yo-yo is actually pretty good, especially for this quality. Because nowadays, any unresponsive metal yo-yo or bimetal or even plastic yo-yo can range from 20 to about 100 to 150 bucks. Not counting titanium yo-yos and like crappy yo-yos that are under 20 bucks. So, like, in terms of its quality and stuff, I'd say 30 bucks for this type of a yo-yo is actually pretty great. Now, the first thing I noticed about this yo-yo was the way it was shaped. This shape is pretty wide. It's a wide shape. And what it really reminds me of is my Magic Yo-Yo N5 Desperado. And I really love this yo-yo. It's got a really good wide shape. I have a little counterweight on it right now. And both of these shapes are actually pretty great for counterweight because of the wide angle of it, and it fits great within the palm of your hand and on the top rest of your finger, so it's great for throwing. That's probably one of the biggest things that drew me to it, was its shape, and I've been struggling to find a yo-yo that has the exact same shape as the N5 Desperado. Because the N5 Desperado is great, it's a pretty good yo-yo still, but it doesn't have the best spin time, and it's from Magic Yo-Yo, so I guess it's technically counts as like a budget, not the best yo-yo in the world. But that's not really the reason. It's just like after a while, wear and tear, as you can see, like the dings and like the craziness that's on this. So, I mean, yeah, I guess I could fix this by sanding it, but I kind of wanted maybe a new yo-yo. And this one is way better than my N5 Desperado. Alright, I'm gonna put the specs right here, and as you can see, it's pretty much an undersized yo-yo, as most people would classify it. I don't really like to say undersized yo-yo because yo-yos nowadays, they come in so many like random shapes and stuff that an undersized yo-yo to one person is an oversized yo-yo to another person, so it really varies. Like, there's certain yo-yos that are like completely huge, and I get those, but this is a pretty good yo-yo. It's more of a pocket throw, in my opinion. Its shape, and because of how small it is compared to some other yo-yos like the Duncan Torque or the C3 Design Move, they can vary in terms of how well they can fit in your pocket, and this fits in my pocket pretty well. Now, there's one thing I have to say right now. If you want a good competition yo-yo, do not get this yo-yo. It's not the best for competition, not because it's a bad yo-yo, it's because the spin time, at least with the type of bearing it comes with, is not the best. You can always switch out your bearing, get some better pads, probably switch around the axle a couple of times to test out some stuff, but still, when it comes to like that kind of stuff, you may just want to like keep the yo-yo as it is and then just not use it for competition types. And I know it's really hard to find like a good competition yo-yo, especially since you have to buy like 3 of them. And it's like, oh, well, might as well buy something cheap. That's not the best solution, especially if you have a lot of tech, or if you have lots of tech and then you have like a speed combo that you have to go right into. It's not the best because the spin time isn't as awesome, and especially with regens, it tends to tilt a little bit, and I think that's just because of the bearing, the type of bearing. It's a groove bearing, but still, I wouldn't recommend this for competition in general. All that being said, it actually is pretty good for tech. It has it's pretty stable. It's pretty good if I'm doing a really techy combo or something. Like I said, it doesn't have the best spin time, but it is long enough if I'm doing it smoothly for me to get through something pretty fast. I also like to learn tricks with this yo-yo because it's pretty adaptable. It goes with almost everything I can throw at it, and besides the spin time, everything else is pretty good. The ano is absolutely amazing, and actually compared to all my other yo-yos besides the C3 Yodas I moved, this is actually some of the best ano ever for me. I've played with another Yoyofficer yo-yo before, and that anodization was awesome too, and I'm saying this because it's not just this yo-yo. It's not like this yo-yo has the best anodization. So Yoyofficer yo-yos are actually pretty awesome with their anodization, I have to say. And even with this lasered in logo, I can still horizontal finger grind too, so that's actually pretty awesome as well. So yeah, that was my review of the Yoyofficer kilter. Sorry, it was pretty short. I'm bringing out a lot of my more stop motion stuff, some other videos. We will have another weekly throw session this week, hopefully. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.